Hello everyone, in this class is going to be a gentle full body pilates HIIT style workout with the mini ball. So coming into a warm up, reaching the ball up and overhead and reaching through our heels. Adding a lot of length and expansion through our upper body. How this workout will work is 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, 1 minute breaks. And now ball to either side of our hips with a blend of high knees, just to get our abs nice and warmed up, our arms going, and our legs warming up. This workout is definitely perfect for if you are post-recovery strained muscle, especially in the back, but I will still encourage you to consult your doctor before following this video. Now hovering the ball in front of you, opposite foot kicks up and then switch out sides with your hands. We're warming up our abs a tad more, and getting some more movement and blood flowing, as well as a nice stretch. And speaking of nice stretches, coming into a wide forward fold, place my hands to the mat first if your back is okay with that. If it is, then you're going to figure 8 weave the ball past your legs. Simultaneously, we are feeling a nice stretch throughout our hamstring and calves. Now standing back up and coming into a very gentle side to side lunges. Just a gentle bend through your knees, keeping the ball to your chest. And now we will begin our workouts. So getting ready, we're going to be doing the same as our last warm-up exercise, but we're just adding the ball to the ground and then back up to our chest. Getting ready, y vamos. So just sticking with our right side to begin with, a nice gentle bend in our knee, leaning as far forward as you can until you feel a resistance in your back, but not to the point where you start to upset your back, especially if that's where your strained muscle is. So bring the ball as close to the ground as you can and then back to the chest when you lift back up. And now switching out to our left side, a gentle bend in your left knee, ball comes as close to the ground as you can get it. As you come back up, ball to your chest. Getting ready, y vamos. Next exercise is a squat. Tap the ground with the ball, extend and cross hop. Getting ready. Modified version first, tapping the ground, extending, and then tap the toes to either side of your mat. Squat, extend, toe tap either side, or if you want the extra challenge, squat and then cross star jump hop. Squat, ball reaches up, cross, jumping jack the legs. So take the advanced version or take the modified version, whichever one you're feeling is better for you. And now working some of our obliques. Going to stand in an almost star-like shape, ball up and overhead, leaning back to our left, but then using our right side obliques to crunch back up to center. Let's go. Leaning as far back to your left side as you can, then using your right side obliques to bring yourself back to center. And now preparing for the other side, same thing, but this time we're leaning back to our right side, using our left side obliques to bring us back to center. And now we've come to our first minute break. So feel free to sit down for a little bit, feel free to grab some water. And now coming into 3 squats, pull up and overhead and reaching our heels up. And now a fun one, maybe a fun one, coming into some squats with a ball slam. And now placing the ball between your thighs, coming into a narrow squat. And once we're at the bottom, an inner thigh squeeze. Getting ready, y vamos. And now a balance challenger, placing the ball behind your right knee, coming into some standing hydrants. Getting ready, placing the ball behind your right knee. Of course, if you're not mirroring me, it'll be behind your left. Coming into some hydrants, working the outside of our left glutes. It's completely fine if you topple over and lose balance. Just recenter yourself and jump right back in. I have got my right arm extended long for a bit of better balance. It sort of served me. I still sort of fell off frame. But you do your absolute best balance wise. And ignoring this last second disaster. And now of course we will be repeating the same thing on the other side, far as the exercise go, not as far as the falling. So the ball behind your right knee. Getting ready. Let's go. Placing the ball behind your right knee. I have my right hand on my right hip, my left arm going along for better balance. Core is tight. I'm just working the outer side of our right glutes. And we've come to another minute break. Feel free to once again take a beat and sit down. Feel free to grab some water or some more of your pre-workout. Feel free to wipe off some sweat at this point if you're that far into the workout, and Lord knows when we don't work out for a while because we've injured ourselves somehow, when we get right back into a workout we seem to sweat up a whole lot easier. Returning back to some high knees, this time adding a figure 8 ball weaving pattern, weaving the ball in and out of our legs. So getting ready, y vamos. And now placing the ball onto your left knee, coming into some goddess squats. Placing the ball now onto your right knee, returning back to some more goddess squats. Now coming down to the ground for some ab work. With the bend in your knees, you're going to bring the ball up past your knees with an upper body crunch as far as you can manage. Getting ready and crunching up just as far as you can reach until you feel a bit of resistance in your lower back, but not to the point where you feel any discomfort. And now break core strengthener plank mixed with a surrendering bear as we pass the ball back and forth between our hands. Getting ready. Now modified version first, coming into a modified plank, then shifting back to an active child's pose, back to a modified plank and switching the ball out to the other hand. Child's pose, or if you can manage it, extend through both legs to a plank, shift back into a surrendering bear, swap the hands out with the ball, or the ball out with the hands really, keeping your hands ahead of you so that makes it more challenging for the shoulders, and shifting back as far as you can with a bend to the knees, not too dissimilar from a modified downward dog either. And now taking another minute break. And now for some more ab work, coming into some jackknives, passing the ball back and forth between our hands and our legs. Getting ready. Y vamos. So lifting your legs up, separating the ball and your legs away from each other, then back in, past the ball. Feel free to keep a gentle bend in the knees if that helps to take the edge off. Otherwise, try to maintain straight legs. So we're working our upper, middle and lower abs in this exercise. The other challenge is the ball as we pass it back and forth. And now laying lengthwise on your left side, you're going to bring the ball up to your right foot. As we work our obliques and as we kick our leg up, we're also working our elbow glutes. Y vamos. And now getting ready to switch out sides, this time your left hand to your left foot, working our left side waist, and as we kick our leg up, we work our other glutes. And now coming into some bicycle legs, simultaneously bring the ball up past our knees with an upper body crunch. And now pressing the ball to our knees, pressing the ball even more as you crunch up your upper abs. And now we've come to another minute break.
Tengo nuestra historia, algo que confesar. No entendí muy bien qué fue lo que pasó. Aunque duele tanto, tengo que aceptar que tú no eres la mala, que malo soy yo.
No me conociste nunca de verdad. Ya se fue la magia que te enamoró. Y es que no quisiera estar en tu lugar, porque tu error solo fue conocerme.
No eres tú, no eres tú, no eres tú, soy yo. No te quiero hacer sufrir, es mejor olvidar y dejarlo así. Y échame la culpa. No eres tú, no eres tú, no eres tú, soy yo. No te quiero hacer sufrir, es mejor olvidar y dejarlo así. Échame la culpa.
And now coming into alternating side curtsy lunges. As you come down, tap the ball to the ground when near enough, and then for an upper body support, pressing your free hand to your knee. Now for some standing obliques. You're going to bring your right knee to right elbow, working our right waist, and stepping your right leg behind you just a little bit. And now getting ready to switch out sides. This time our left knee to left elbow, working our left obliques.
A mí no me importa, me puedo esconder, porque sé que es cuenta. Muéveme, ven, mujer, ¿qué vas a hacer? Decídete pa' ver, si te quieres o te vas, si no, no me busques más. Muéveme, ven, mujer, ¿qué vas a hacer? Decídete pa' ver, si te quieres o te vas, si no, no me busques más. Si te vas, yo te...
And now for a back strengthener, because Lord knows that's what we could use with runabouts now. And to explain the transition, my camera stopped recording. So you're going to lay on your stomach, both hands on top of the ball, specifically your wrists. So laying down, placing your wrists on top of the ball, stacking your arms, forehead almost to the mat, using your back muscles, your upper back muscles to lift yourself up. As you lift up, the ball comes closer to you. As you lower back down, the ball rolls away a bit. So we're using our back muscles to strengthen up, but only to the point where you feel safe engagement. We don't want to invoke any of our already sore muscles. And now placing the ball underneath your left side waist, coming into a side lying bicycle related crunch. So as you extend back out, try to keep your lifted leg hovered, and definitely try to keep your bottom elbow lifted away from the mat. So therefore we're keeping constant engagement in our waist, working our waist even more when we crunch in. And now getting ready to switch out sides. And now for a lower ab finisher. You're going to adjust the small of your back onto your ball, lifting your legs up, lowering your legs a little bit to a lower leg drop, and then a wide V, and bring your legs back in. Let's go. So the ball is already at the back of your back, lowering your upper body over, lifting your legs up safely as you can, lower leg drop, far as you can till you feel the ultimate amount of engagement. And then widen your legs to a V, close, lower your legs a little bit, and then back to a V. Keep on going, using your arms parallel to your mat to make sure that you stay centered. And now a curtsy lunge, ball to your chest, ball up and overhead, followed by a side kick. And getting ready now to switch out sides with curtsy lunge, ball to chest, ball up and overhead, and a side kick. And you are done. Toss away that ball if you so choose to, coming on down to the mat into a ball posture. We're now going to come into our cool down. So gripping onto your knees and rocking side to side if that feels nice on your lower back. Now tipping your knees over to the right side, coming into a gentle spinal twist, keeping both legs bent, just to really be nice and easy on our spine. And now coming into the other side spinal twist, maybe you might need to shift your hips a little bit as well. Once again, keeping our legs bent in. Now gripping onto your feet, ankles or wherever you can grab, and wherever it doesn't upset your back, coming into happy baby. And feel free to rock side to side again if that feels nice on your hips and your lower back. And now shifting forward, coming into a cat-cow, taking this one nice and easy. This is just a gentle dip of the back and a gentle press right through your shoulders to arch your back. And now shifting your left leg forward, coming into sprinter lunge and half split. Feeling a nice stretch in our right hip flexor, and as we shift back, feeling a nice stretch in our hamstring and calf. And now shifting over, left leg back, right leg forward, coming into sprinter lunge and half splits, feeling a nice stretch in our left hip flexor, and as we shift back, feeling a nice stretch in our right side hamstring and calf. And now shifting your left knee close to your right foot, and then shifting over automatically into a cross-legged seated position, half cross-legged, half butterfly, just to feel a bit more of a stretch in our hips, leaning forward as far as you can, but if forward is not happening, then placing your hands behind you just to give yourself some upper body support. And that concludes the whole entire workout. Thank you all so much for flowing and or watching. I do appreciate it either way. I really do hope you enjoyed this workout. It was nice and gentle on the body, but of course when we're a bit out of touch with the fitness it can still feel like a challenge. Thank you all so much for being here, so much for joining in if you did, and I shall see you all for my future classes. Namaste!